The Incredible Handyman continued. The very next Christmas, his mum bought Gareth a Meccano set. It was only a second-hand one, and though he was confused to some extent about how it might be applied when it came to mending things, since the various pieces all did belong to the Meccano, though some of them were muddled, and perhaps from various sets initially, he soon found that it did give him practice trying to envision how something might turn out, and also helped his hands get round to getting used to dealing with quite small bolts. He definitely enjoyed passing the time playing with it, in the hope that also he might definitely improve generally in the task of trying to solve various puzzles. His mum enjoyed watching him playing with it on the floor, which had been generously carpeted since the preceding year. That had been a wonderful blessing. It was so much nicer now kneeling and playing in the living room. The carpet was quite thick, but his mum definitely vacuumed it quite often. And though some TV programmes, like Tomorrow's World, which were often on in the background of his consciousness, partly maybe so that the talking voices of the various characters would keep his mother company, one scent seemed to set it up that fresh and vac may have to be continually used to try and deal with carpeted areas, particularly trying to indicate that they may sometimes get smelly or be affected by the damp in the room, which his mother did have a continual problem with, though they definitely tried to keep on top of it, and now also had a great electric fire, which even had a spinner under the top part of it near a light bulb, so that it really was quite mesmerising watching it flicker. His mum did not necessarily think that carpets must be a bad thing and full of threatening germs. He was glad she didn't. They hadn't really got a great deal of furniture to move when the carpet fitter came, but even though they did not move the main settee into another room, and there had even been a table and a bookcase too, as well as the TV and the fire, the man managed to cut the edges off really neatly, and to make sure it was all placed right with no odd lumps or bumps when he went back in to inspect it later. It even had a pattern on it, and it was such a complicated pattern that if you were feeling a bit sad, it was really worth looking at and marvelling over. It was a swirly pattern mostly, but with a real variety of colours in it as well. Gareth wondered how they'd made it in the first place. It was quite a big room, and they did need quite a lot of it. His mum at that time made him go into another room away from actually watching the carpet fitter at work. She had been worried he might be in the way, she had said.